From the reactions through the broadcast and everyone around, it looked like another Gordon Hayward situation, another Paul George situation. It's just not. It's not easy seeing. It's not easy talking about. It's not easy that our favorite rookie is not going to be playing until his sophomore season now.
Really quick, before I begin, if you guys can smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, this seriously makes a huge difference to my videos and lets YouTube know to recommend this video to a brand new audience. So thank you so much for doing that, and let's begin.
Let's get into it, Anthony. Deni Avdija suffered an injury on Wednesday, a hairline fracture, as reported by the great Adrian Wojnarowski. We're still waiting on MRI results, but the fracture itself, according to Woj, takes 2 to 3 months to recover, so Deni will be out for the rest of the year. Anthony, I mean, let's just get your general reaction.
Now it's going to get real sad. It is.
It's real sad.
The Wizards are on a 6-game win streak, but right now, to us, yes, that matters, but in a certain capacity, I guess. Right now, our hearts are really with Deni Avdija, his camp, and the people around him. Want to send out a big shout out to Jordan Bell. Actually, when this happened, Jordan Bell ran out on the court right when it happened and put a towel over Deni's ankle, as some people on the court and off the court were kind of shunning their eyes. They were kind of cringing and looking at Deni's injury and seeming uncomfortable. Jordan Bell, being the great teammate that he is, came, comforted Deni, blocked the view for Deni, so Deni did not see his ankle. From the reactions through the broadcast, from Drew Gooden's broadcast and everyone around, it looked like another, I don't want to say this, but another Gordon Hayward situation, another Paul George situation. I think the silver lining here is I know that we have not gotten the MRI results yet. But right now, we're not looking. We don't know. I'm not going to sit here and tell you like 100%, but we're probably not looking at a torn ACL, an MCL, and we have our hopes up about his Achilles tendon, right? And if we have if there's no torn ligaments, no torn tendons, then this is injury wise, we can work with this, right? The Wizards can work with this. Deni can come back from a broken ankle and be fine. Rehab just well, build the strength up, and get back to the point where he's at, where he's capable to come and play, to not have glass ankle syndrome. Right now with Deni, it's not a good thing, obviously, to finish out your rookie year and have this sort of season-ending injury. Ben, right now we're working with a broken ankle. Hopefully the MRI comes back with no torn ligaments tomorrow, and we will be keeping a close eye on that. So hopefully it comes back clean, but currently, Ben, this is not the most ideal situation for Deni Avdija. It's just, I'm looking at it more of as a silver lining that he didn't tear something bigger, or he had a more tumultuous really injury coming up that he would need to overcome. But Ben, let's get your thoughts on it.
Yeah, Anthony, I think the glass half full approach that you took, I think, is an important one, because you're right. I mean, when Jordan Bell ran up to Deni and he covered his ankle, I was like you said, I was shocked. I called you right away and I was like, wow, is Deni really dealing with this type of injury where it could be a life-altering situation? And from I guess the early reports, it sounds like it will be something that he should be able to overcome relatively quickly. And for a player who just turned 20 years old, it shouldn't be, I hate to say, not that big of a deal, but in the grand scheme of things, it will be something that he'll be able to overcome, and that's good news. Like you said, we're still awaiting the MRI results, but for now, it could be a lot worse. And obviously, our thoughts go out to Deni and the supporters, and he will bounce back from this. He works harder than anybody on the team, and he has a great spirit. And and he'll learn a lot sitting out. And I think, you know, some of the things John Wall talked about when he dealt with his own injuries is the fact that how much he learned about the game when he was out watching his teammates and being able to pick their brains. And I guess we're just going to have to take a glass half full approach, because it is a really, really terrible way to end a rookie season. But Denny will be back, and his fans will be there as well.
100%, Ben. It's just not. It's not easy seeing. It's not easy talking about. It's not easy. Really coming to terms with that. Our favorite rookie is not going to be playing until his sophomore season now, and given the current status of the Washington Wizards with this looming maybe playoff berth they might have, it's sad, because you want to see rookies like that get action early on in their career, get some early playoff action. That's what they play for. That's what's so exciting. And it was a sad game tonight for sure. Even if it was a win, you never ever want to ever see anyone get hurt like this, whether it be for a couple of weeks, whether it be season ending. You want to see the players play. You want to see them flourish. And Denny, like you said, Ben, he's one of the hardest working rookies out there. And it's not just because we cover the Wizards. You and I, we watch all of basketball all the time, every day. And it shows that Denny does work. He does work the hardest out of anyone in the league. And him being a young kid, 19, 20-year-old kid, he just turned 20. So this is going to be tough for him. But I do have faith that he has a great camp around him. His teammates will keep him in high spirits, and he's going to have to just go through this rehab process and accept it. He's gonna, Ben. You know, I mean, it's not, you know, even with a broken ankle, you're going to, in some capacity, have to learn how to like walk again, learn how to like, you know, pivot again, you know, run again, all these things during rehab, during your PT, and he's going to have to just accept it and really come to terms with it to try and be as patient as possible during this process, because I mean, these are not short processes, Ben, and that's his job from right now, and it stinks. And what he wants to do is get up and play basketball with his teammates and try and help his team become more of this playoff team that we keep talking to existence. So Ben, it stinks to see. It does, especially during a big win like this down the stretch late in the season. Everyone out there knows how what a loss this is for the Wizards. He's a great locker room guy. He starts the majority of the games, and Ben, he's our favorite rookie. We want to just have faith, really, in the process, and him getting better, and him really working well throughout rehab, physical therapy, and everything that comes along with that process. It's not the easiest road, but hey, he'll be back on the court and he'll be playing again next year, and that's a fact. He's not going to. I mean, he might start next year, Ben. It's a broken ankle. This is not. Well, we know that the MRI is not in yet, but we are praying. We're knocking on wood. We have our fingers crossed that nothing else is torn. So he has a very good chance to start next year, game 1 of the season, fresh, right?
Yeah, I mean, if the projected timetable, as Adrian Wojnarowski put it out there, 2 to 3 months, stays that way, and the MRI is clean, as we obviously hope it is, it shouldn't stop him in any way from returning next year before the season starts for preseason, whatever the season looks like, which is obviously a good thing. So